Marvel ruined Black Cat. That's a sentiment I've been hearing more and more, especially now that Zeb Wells has taken Spider-Man and Black Cat's relationship in some more controversial directions. From flirtatious partners in crime to one of Spider-Man's most complex and enduring relationships, Black Cat has been a fan favorite for decades. But today, we're diving deep into how Marvel has fumbled her character and her relationship with Spider-Man again and again, taking what could have been a rich, dynamic romance and turning it into a frustrating cycle of missed opportunities and poor writing decisions. Black Cat, aka Felicia Hardy, first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man number 194 in 1979, created by Marv Wolfman and Keith Pollard. She was initially introduced as a femme fatale with a penchant for stealing, but her character quickly evolved. Felicia's tragic backstory, training to become a master thief after her traumatic experiences, gave her depth, and her flirtatious cat and mouse dynamic with Spider-Man immediately caught fans' attention. From the start, Spider-Man and Black Cat's chemistry was electric. Unlike Peter Parker's relationship with Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane Watson, which revolved around his civilian life, Felicia was part of his superhero world. She loved Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. And this created an intriguing dynamic where their romance thrived under the mask. During the 1980s, Spider-Man and Black Cat's romance became a central part of the comics. They dated on and off, with Felicia's roguish charm often clashing with Peter's moral code. In The Amazing Spider-Man number 226 to 227, Felicia even pretended to reform her thieving ways for Peter, showing how much she cared for him. But their relationship wasn't without challenges. Felicia's reluctance to accept Peter's civilian life and Peter's unease with her criminal tendencies created tension. This culminated in their first major breakup, when Felicia moved to Europe to escape heartbreak, only to return and discover Peter had married Mary Jane in The Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21. For fans of the Spider-Man and Black Cat pairing, it was a crushing moment. Fast forward to One More Day, one of the most controversial Spider-Man stories ever. In this arc, Peter makes a deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May's life, erasing his marriage to Mary Jane from continuity. So stupid. But the fallout from the story set the stage for a brand new day, where Peter Parker was single again, reopening the door for fans of his relationship with Black Cat. Felicia's return during this period offered hope. In The Amazing Spider-Man number 606 and 607, she had just re-entered Peter's life, bringing back their playful, flirtatious dynamic. However, their relationship was never fully explored, and Marvel seemed hesitant to commit to rekindling their romance. Dan Slott's run on Spider-Man brought us the Superior Spider-Man, where Dr. Octopus inhabited Peter Parker's body. In Superior Spider-Man 20, Black Cat confronts this new Spider-Man, knowing something may be a little off, only for him to sucker punch her and leave her humiliated. This moment outraged fans, as it not only undermined Felicia's character, but also damaged her connection to Spider-Man. Slott's portrayal of Black Cat shifted her from a complex anti-hero to a one-dimensional villain seeking revenge against Spider-Man for her humiliation. This stark change alienated fans and took years to undo. Nick Spencer's run on The Amazing Spider-Man sought to repair the damage done to Black Cat's character. In issues like The Amazing Spider-Man 75 to 77 during Spencer's run, Nick Spencer brought back Felicia's humanity, showing her as a loyal friend and ally to Peter. After Peter and Felicia kind of had a heart-to-heart, their dynamic regained some of its charm, but the relationship never really moved beyond that of a supportive friend. Meanwhile, Spencer worked to repair Peter's relationship with Mary Jane, reigniting the romance and leaving little room for Black Cat to kind of reclaim her place in Peter's life as a love interest. Enter Zeb Wells' controversial run. Wells introduced the possibility of a Spider-Man and Black Cat romance, with Felicia stepping in as Peter's rebound after breaking up with Mary Jane, which that breakup was kind of against his will. He was kind of getting cucked. But I digress. In The Amazing Spider-Man 19 and 20 in Wells' run, fans were treated to a lighthearted and genuinely cute moment between Peter and Felicia, offering a glimpse of what their relationship could be. However, at the same time, one of the most divisive aspects of Zeb Wells' run is how closely Black Cat has been tied to the Mary Jane and Paul storyline, a storyline that has already been controversial among fans. Felicia's role in supporting Peter through his heartbreak over MJ and her proximity to the MJ-Paul dynamic felt forced to many readers. In Amazing Spider-Man 21 and 22 of Zeb Wells' run, Felicia's involvement in Peter's attempts to reconcile his feelings for Mary Jane gave the impression that she was being used as a narrative tool to prop up a plotline fans were already frustrated with. It also felt like Peter was just dating Black Cat as a rebound, and kind of because Marvel knew people liked the Black Cat Peter Parker relationship, so they were like, here, buy our comics. All of this left fans feeling like Black Cat was being sidelined in her own right, reduced to a supporting character in Peter's ongoing drama with MJ and Paul, rather than exploring her own dynamic with Peter. For many, this was the final straw, turning them off from what could have been a more thoughtful exploration of Felicia and Peter's relationship. And just as quickly as the relationship began, it unraveled. In typical Marvel fashion, the narrative pushed Peter back towards Mary Jane, leaving Black Cat once again sidelined because of a relationship between Peter and MJ that Marvel won't allow to happen. This back and forth frustrated fans who saw the potential for Peter and Felicia's relationship to evolve in meaningful ways. Today, Spider-Man and Black Cat's relationship feels like it's in limbo. They barely interact, and the momentum built during Wells' run has completely fizzled out. For fans who have invested decades into their dynamic, this feels like a betrayal of everything that made their relationship compelling. Marvel had countless opportunities to explore this unique pairing, but time and time again they've fumbled the bag. Whether it's sidelining Black Cat for Mary Jane or altering her character to fit temporary plot lines, Felicia Hardy's potential has been squandered. In the end, Black Cat's relationship with Spider-Man is a story of missed opportunities. From their flirtatious beginnings to their on-again, off-again romance, Felicia Hardy brought something unique to Peter Parker's life. But Marvel's inconsistent writing and reluctance to commit have left fans wondering, will we ever see Black Cat and Spider-Man reach their full potential together? But what do you think? Is there still hope for this duo, or has Marvel burned the bridge for good now? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.